TV.
Hey, fuckos.
Hey, what the fuck is up, man? It's another fucking Thursday here on We Don't Smoke the Same show. Fucking that scumbag Sheiky, second week he didn't go to jail.
Hell yeah, I'm not in county 2 weeks straight.
Yep, I also got fucking a special guest co-host from the GPS stories, fucking Sidedick Eddie, dog.
What's up, dog? Right here partying it up. Been lit all day.
Hey, we started it early today, man. Like, usually it's like trifecta. It's been an epic day so far, and it's only going to get more epic. Number one, Sheiky, I know you like Dave Chappelle.
How do you know I like Dave Chappelle?
Because, bro, you like the same kind of scumbag shit that he talks about and makes fun of. I seen you laugh
Hell
at this
yeah.
man shit.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, tonight we're going to take that gamble and see if
we met him, dog.
If we
Remember?
run into the unicorn, dog. Because he's been doing shows, dog. I saw that in the Comedy Store last night. I was like, man. And we did meet him, too. There was some
He's
epic,
probably gonna be there all weekend.
good fella shit that we met him.
Smoke him out?
Nah, dog.
Nah, he was drinking.
It was more like, "What's up, dog? I respect everything you do," kind of thing. Didn't want to, we didn't want a dick ride. There's a lot of dick riders out there, and if you don't become a dick rider out there, they'll notice that more than you dick riding. Just a heads up, giving the people know.
Yeah, for real, man. That is one of those things where it's like we got plugged in. It was fucking great, and it's been a lot going on. It's been a minute since we had Eddie over here, General of the Sidedick Army, and also fucking George Perez, fucking the man himself pulled up over here.
That's Conor McGregor, dog. He's always tapping out.
Hey, no, he tapped out early, dog. I was like, man.
Hey, bro, I never seen George so high like that, bro. His eyes were like almost closed.
Hey, what happened? Why was he so high? Like, what did you guys give him?
Dog, we got invited to Too Short Studio, dog. Too Short.
Bitch.
We went. His studio is like is something like this kind of. You know what I'm saying? Has that good.
Crenshaw? No.
Yeah, dog. It's on 8th Street, but it has that good vibe there, dog. But everyone was just blazing, and we brought our own bud. And what was crazy was like we had our own bud, we're smoking it, and there's vendors there that were mad because like, hey man, don't smoke your own bud. Here, take our bud, smoke it. And this chick just came and got a handful and just threw it on a weed tray for me with like a bunch of fucking zigzags and cones.
That's cool.
She's like, here, roll this up. It's all you.
It was pretty much like that's becoming more and more common these days. The fucking flavor testing parties. I went to one.
That's what it was.
The other day, you know how they have like a brand new beer they'll debut it. It's like, hey, come drink our beer. So it's the same thing with bud that's happening these days. And there's this fucking show with Griselda's fucking her son. What's his Michael Corleone Blanco?
Yeah.
So he has a strain with cookies, and I went to a flavor testing thing at the Rainbow, and I didn't know it was like a reality shit, so I had to sign a few waivers. So if I end up on that show Cartel Wars or some shit, and then VH1, I'll be right there in the back with the fucking ice cream face tatted on my face.
The ice cream face tat?
They're
They're going to put you on because of the face tat.
I know
Watch.
they're going to be like, hey, we had ice cream there, eh?
The producers be like, I don't know why. I just like that guy with the face.
He's like, I like that guy with the face tattoos rolling up.
Let's go get some ice cream, guys.
Hey, so how was the weed? Was it
was. I mean, you
cool?
know what, dog? One, I know a lot of people watch from like all over the world, but one, I'm from California. Two, I was born in Long Beach, California. So like every good weed, I probably had a chance to get my lips across on a blunt or a bong hit. And honestly, I have the only good weed I've ever smoked that's the shit is that Insane OG, dog. Nothing compares to it, homie.
That is that shit that makes you high like a fucking hawk, bro.
What?
Yes.
I think I got a quarter ounce of it one time, dog, and that shit lasted me longer than any bud I had, dog, because I was just doing snappers, and I'd be loaded.
The only bad thing about insane is your tolerance gets too high to the point where nothing else gets you high.
That is very true. You know what? It becomes one of those things where it's like, everybody else is like they're buying weed like when people were trading in fucking the cars for clunkers or fucking gold. They're like, oh, we gotta just get rid of it and make money. Nah, bro. Like to us, we fucking look for that. We go inside the pyramids to look for that shit, bro. Hey, shout out to all those people tuning in. There's 144 people in there, man. Fucking shout out to them on the Facebook Live. You guys got something to say? Fucking tap in and say what the fuck is up, man.
Nah, but it was cool though, dog. It was packed in there. His studio's dope, dog.
Was Too Short there?
Yeah, he pulled up. He came through. He didn't say what's up because he don't know us. But like he came, it was his fucking studio. But
did they have hoes around?
There was hoes there. But you know what? The thing I liked about the hoes, these weren't. You know how some fools like I never been intimidated no bitch. But like some fools are intimidated to talk to a certain bitch because how she looks good.
Because she's hot and shit.
But these bitches were like some bitches like okay I can get this one. Like they were hood rats, dog.
Oh, it's the other way around.
No regular girl, hot girl is gonna like Too Short. Who loves Too Short? All the hood rats. Dog, there was hood rats there, dog.
Hey, that fool's been rapping for that long. Where it's like you see
yeah,
people's
late 80s, early 90s.
You seen girls turn into fucking tias and moms, and they still be in that fool's concerts, just fucking getting ratchet and shit.
Yeah, they were fine, like, but they're in their own unique way, you know.
Yeah, hey, turn this up a little bit, Raz, dude, if you can, just real quick.
Dog, and another thing, I seen DJ Pooh was there.
He's cool as fuck.
One of the Bone Thugs was there. I forgot which one it was. It was the one that was like the most normal one. You know, a lot of them fucking went through their own thing. I think it might have been Busy. I think it was Busy, dog. He was there. I seen Baldacci there.
Hey, I gotta ask you though, what do people like? All right, so what was that crowd like? Were they smoking blunts or joints?
Nah, it was more of a backwood joint. I didn't see no bongs or no pipes, no like rigs. You know, none of that heady shit was there.
So nobody was taking dabs or nothing like that?
Nah, no dabs at all, because I would have been on it first. They had a dope ass open bar. They had food. They were doing tacos, all that shit.
You were there with George Perez too, right?
Yeah, me, George Perez, XG. We were up in the building, dog. We got the invite. Shout out to the homie Kevin, dog.
Kevin Black.
He showed some love, dog. Put us on the guest list, invited us down.
What's that shit called? This weed?
It was
called Biatch OG.
Nah, it was called Angel something, dog. And they, you know what it was is they like, here, roll it up, and then we're gonna come back, and while you're smoking, we're gonna interview you and shit. So they did that with me and George, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we kicked it for a little bit, took advantage of that free tacos, got some of that. The open bar was dope. How he was explaining to me what they're gonna do is they got some good ideas over there, man, and they're gonna fucking have like a live podcast thing, kind of like Kill Tony. That's
literally like not too far from here. So shout out to Too Short for fucking having that release. And also I want to give a big shout out to, we usually start off, but we really got high. We're smoking over here. So we have a lot of fucking sponsors today, and they're like, some of them are on the way. Some of them are, you know what I'm saying? Like they're all here. But a big thank you to our day ones, fucking Bzzt Collective. A big shout out to them for coming through and always sponsoring the show. Dime Industries, the fucking double tank for you guys. Dr. Unique's Extracts, Burning Bush, Tropicali Grown CBD, puff styles, and a taste of something better, edibles, man. Shout out
you're
to
on
all
Google,
you guys.
Tommy? Is that Tommy on Google?
That fool does show up on there.
Look
man.
at you're on Google, fool.
He shows up right away, dog. Hey, by the way, we have a crazy guest today, bro.
Oh, this fool's crazy.
You guys have
dog.
known this fool longer than me, dog, and you know what I'm saying. And he's our special guest. He's a comedian, but he's kind of like what do they call it? What was the magazine cover? It said demonic jester,
you know,
or something like that.
You know what's crazy about like me and like my friends, dog, is like it's like if we all grew up in a group home together, dog, when we were younger, because we're all very different and unique in our own way.
But we all kick it.
Yeah, but we all kick it, dog. Like I know if people see us, our mob walking in, they're like, dude, these guys are gonna beat us up and take our money.
Hey, we do look like a fucking a certain crowd that just walks in there. Everybody's like, damn, these fools are all kicking it together.
But see, like Jason's, like, he's a hardcore rocker, dog, and he'll be like at fucking rap shows with us, and he'll look like right in with us. But what's crazy is we'll be at like punk rock shows with him, just all fucking choloed out, and everyone's tripping on us there. But we're cool because we got the pass with Jason.
Yeah, this dude is a crazy dude, and he's, we're actually. Hopefully you're still able to clear that, Eddie, but we're supposed to go on tour. I know I got my stuff clear.
Dog.
This fucking September, I will be going out there.
I find out on Monday, actually, too.
Hey, we'll fucking be rooting for you. You better. It's gonna clear, dog. You can't possibly not go, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be mad, dog. I had a DUI, but it was 2010, and I didn't kill no one or beat no one. Like, the only thing I beat up was myself.
Yep, man. That's. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man. Canada's gonna be a big animal, man, and that's exactly where. Where fucking Jason's, he's that's his playing ground over there, bro. We're going to Toronto,
yeah,
bro.
Dog. That's his backyard.
So shout out to all those people out there that are sponsoring the fucking show out there.
I just hope we don't get there and they're like, you guys know Jason Rouse?
And then they fucking like kick us out and shit. They're like, you guys got to get the fuck out of here. Hide your cats and shit. They're going to be like, man, Jason fucking... You know how George's baby daddy killer is like super cat killer, dog?
Yeah, no, that's fucking baby cat killer.
Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna talk. We usually talk some shit about what's going on in the fucking news. All right. This is one of the things that I know that Shiki, you being you don't really like this new crowd of these new rappers and shit. Yeah. You really in a lot of your music, you have a lot of anger towards this newer fucking generation of stupidity. And recently, fucking rapper Tay K, who fucking made this song called The Race, and this video was fucking filmed while he was, he cut the fucking ankle bracelet off, and he made a video while he was on the run. And this video got a shitload of hits. And I think, hold on, I think he's about to post it. He's about to fucking bump it. But yeah,
Ross is playing off his phone.
All right, so the music video was filmed while he was on the run. Cops were looking for him and whatever. He ended up getting caught up after fucking doing the whole process, bro. Because of that video and because of the fucking, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get famous, all this shit. He's got sentenced to 58 years for fucking murder and fucking assault and robbery. I'm like,
they used the song they used the song in the video for like evidence in the case, dog. And that's what made the judge say, like, you know what? Fuck this motherfucker, dog. I think his rap was so bad, the judge was like, nah, homie, I ain't laying you out.
It's my kind of judge.
Hey, bro, they imagine though, man. Like you're young, bro. Like I think by the first fucking year, you gotta regret everything you're fucking doing. But like this,
nah, dog. When you go to fucking jail, dog, as soon as you fucking get your clothes and your bed, that's when you regret everything. You're like, fuck, dog, I could be at home right now.
He looks like he's fucking 12. How old is he?
He went to 14, right?
Yeah, he went to jail and he got caught up, but it was a juvenile, right? So this is like he fucking got caught up when he was young. So they waited to get the trial out until he was older so they could charge him as an adult.
Is he one of those Chicago rappers? Where's this fool from?
I don't know where the fuck this fool's from, but this fool fucking beat up an old man and like they mugged him and then he shot somebody while robbing their house, bro.
Damn.
So I'm like, man.
I made a song about it.
Made a song about it, bro.
Like
enjoy fucking showering with other men for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you think he got pussy before he got locked up?
Of course.
Yeah.
Hell, bro.
He'll eventually get married to someone, and then you get the conjugal.
You would think you get some sort of hood rat with that kind of fame.
Oh, for sure, dog. Some dumb bitch.
55 fucking years, bro. And I hope that other fucking people like that are in this kind of position, they look at this at these kind of situations and they're like, hey man, because think about it, bro. A lot of people fucking hope to or wish to be in this fucking position. It's like, hey, I got a fucking platform where you can fucking, like put your music out there and you got the numbers to fucking prove it, and then it's like you throw it away because you're out there doing some dumb shit.
But would you bump his shit if he didn't do all that shit he said in the song?
I wouldn't have listened to that song because that's what made it trendy. Like, the fact that it was real, that he was really on the run and making that video.
That's what made me like, what is this fool talking about? Like, let me listen to this real quick. One of those kind of moments for me. Like when someone said, yeah, dog, he's talking about what he did while he's in jail. Like, oh shit. Let me hear this little fool right here.
Yeah, man, but 55 fucking years, that's a big fucking loser fucking horn for that dude, man. Fucking trash, dog. I feel like you've been holding back, Shiki.
I mean, it's just fucking pure stupidity, bro. Don't put your shit out there like that.
Right?
I mean, people are fucking doing just whatever it takes to be famous now.
Yeah, dog.
Whatever. It don't fucking. They lick ice cream. They'll lick whatever. They can lick my nutsack if they want to get famous, bro.
They'll do it. They're selling their soul.
Hey, you know what's the other thing? Like I was watching this news trending about they're taking how these videos that take fucking like Facebook to court about violating privacy laws and shit like that. Did you see those videos? How they said that like that Facebook had like made it like they were pretty much listening on everybody.
Well, yeah, there's gonna be a law coming up.
Dog. Guess what they got hit with, dog?
What?
Guess the number on the fine, dog.
How much?
Just take a fucking a little fucking guess, bro. The fine that Facebook is looking at for that fucking violating of people's privacy.
I go for maybe like a couple billion.
$5 billion, dog. That's the fucking charge you're fucking getting for apparently federal regulators have fined Facebook $5 billion for privacy violations. This includes the fucking shit when you have your phone on and you're like, hey, I really want to go get some fucking XYZ beer, and your phone listens up. It's like it's a certain brand. It'll fucking target the ads. And
it does that.
But
shit
I think it's fucking pointless at this point. They got you already on lock. They know how to sell you on everything. They already got enough fucking data to fucking get you on your shit.
I think they could read our minds and shit at this point.
That was the goal though when the
You really think that, Shiki?
Yeah, because sometimes I be thinking of shit to eat and I don't even fucking say it, and that shit just be popping up on my phone.
Yeah, me too. I've done that before. Honestly.
Like you thought about it, but you didn't say it?
Yeah, like I'll just think of it. I won't say it, but it'll just automatic. Like when I'm thinking of, it'll pop up on my phone. Like,
that has happened to me, but with places I want to go to. Like
that happens to me with chicks I want to bone.
It'll start showing up on your top fucking feed and shit.
When I'll be like with the homie, like, damn dog, I want to fuck that bitch. All that bitch is bad. The next day, she'll be like popular people I know, or what's that? Some people you may know, or like her story will pop up first.
Damn, I think Facebook does. I mean, I think Instagram does do that too, bro. Because you ever notice like,
Hey, I'm going back to an old school flip phone pretty soon, dog. Honestly,
Shiki, you quit that fucking Instagram shit, dog.
I'm close to. There's nothing that bothers me either. It's just like there's a lot of lame ass people sometimes on the internet, dog.
Do you feel your quality of life has improved ever since you quit, Shiki?
I would say I'm less angry for sure because I'm looking at less bullshit.
So
I'm just scrolling and see what the fuck people are posting, whatever. What intrigues
Not
them.
only that, it's like I'll see someone I party with and did coke with, and he'll be like, "Nah, fool, I don't got no money like to put in on the coke." And the next day I'll see him buying Jordans and shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
Like, dog, I thought you have $20 to put in on it, fool.
dog.
Like, that's what I hate about IG. Like, if there's internet, I love the internet, all that shit, but sometimes social media shows me too much of people like, no.
Yeah, for real though, man. I think it does do that. You become very predictable to a lot of fucking people, dog. You know what I mean?
Dog.
People kind of know they have a certain perception of you, or like I don't know, man. It fucks you up a little bit, and But then
Yeah,
again,
I had some bitch unfollow me one time because she was like, you know what, I really like hanging out with you and everything, but you just hang out with too many like strippers and shit. I'm like, what's that got to do with anything? She's like, watch your stories. I'm like, bitch, you're letting my stories judge the way you feel about me?
Hey, Eddie got threatened by Instagram. Remember when I
they
showed
told me
you
to ban
when
me.
I showed you those videos where Eddie was doing the curious thing and he had those strippers pull up at that place and he went live and they were all naked and stripping and
They're
shit.
butt ass naked, pussy, titties, all out, dog.
He
I
said,
don't fuck
fuck
around.
He said Instagram hit him up and said, "Hey man,
We're gonna ban you
we're
if you
gonna
do some
fucking
shit like
delete
this
your
again."
account if you don't, you know what I mean?"
They got me, dog. They got me on
They
parole.
warned that fool. He's like, "Tell them we don't fuck around over here."
On Twitter, you can show pussy on Twitter and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, Twitter is the place where you go for fucking. Look at
Nah.
Razdu. He keeps randomly just playing this fucking video.
Yo,
I
asshole
figured
on
it out
Twitter.
though, dog.
What is it?
I'm gonna do one of those fans only on Snapchat, and I'm like, yo, you want me to do this line for you guys? Throw me $2 so I can buy another set.
Be like, "Hey, bro."
Donations.
Be like, I get $100 from 5 people. I'll do the whole ball.
Or like after I bone a stripper and shit, I'll start my like fans only. I'm like, yo, want me to kick this bitch out right now while she's sleeping, dog? Throw 10 in on the count.
You're private.
Wake her up, wake up, bitch!
You're fucking private. You gonna start a private Snapchat, dog?
Yeah, dog, but I'm gonna just do crazy shit.
Sidedick.
I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be, you know how some fools do that lane, they're all boning on camera, like shit. Like, nah, I'm gonna do some wild shit, dog. Like, should I do this line off her forehead while she's sleeping? You know, should I take her car to go pick my kids up at school and never fill up the gas tank? Shit like that.
Doing some jackass shit, but just create extreme.
Yeah, how much should I take out of her debit card?
Somebody said they're banned. Somebody said they're banned from chat roulette. How do you even make that happen?
He kept fucking showing his dick to everybody, that's why.
Chat roulette.
Yeah, for real, man.
Anytime you get banned from anything, it's because you showed your dick one too many times.
So you gotta go chatterbait.
Trust
bro.
me, I've been banned from
Yeah, you gotta
places
go to
too.
Chatterbait for that shit, man.
Chatterbait? What's Chatterbait?
Chatterbait, bro. That
Chatterbait.
shit. It's like chat roulette, but like
You get to show your dick.
like I don't know, like people just bone on that.
Yeah.
People just bone. And
Racy's
shit.
dicks on there all
Like
the
bitches
time.
be on that shit. It's wild.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
Will's told me about that shit. Will's the king of that fucking watching girls on camera
Yeah,
shit.
we'll be fucking subscribed. Hey, remember
He
that one
does,
time he
fool.
got that phone call and Xavier was the one that said he was there when he had that phone call that like
That's the camera
Will
girls
alive?
calling him.
the camera go fucking
I think
call.
he's dead. I hope not.
Is he in jail?
I don't know. We hope,
He's like in jail in Thailand right now,
like
dog.
something, bro. I was like something's up with him. Will, if you're watching this, fucking make sure you
I love
fucking
you,
call
Will.
us, bro. We love you, eh? Hey man, what was it? Hey, what about that one dude that got caught up? The accountant fool that they, you know what I'm talking about? He got caught up for that prostitution, the underage prostitution.
Who?
Fuck, it's James, the JP motherfucker. He's in the account.
JP
But
Jeff
Morgan?
Epstein.
Epstein.
yeah, the Epstein dude, right? Did you hear what happened this fucking morning? They found like they let somebody get to him in jail.
Oh, come on. Yeah,
They
it's
fucking.
bound to
I mean,
happen,
but
dog.
then he was placed on a place where it's like 8th floor and or whatever. But apparently that this morning when they found him, homie, they're like he had been roughed up and he was just on the
Yeah,
floor in the
dog.
fetal position.
I mean, even outside, if I knew someone did that shit, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them too, dog. There's some shit you can't like look. And when you're especially you're in jail, dog. Like, say if you're housed with somebody, and you know something about that person that they did, there's some shit you can't let slide, and they're like, I gotta do something about this. Like, there's a lot of fools that like remember on Batman, on the Dark Knight, those fools that were wearing hockey pads and shit. There's a lot of fucking crime fighters in there like that too when it comes to like fucking all that sexual abuse shit, bro. Like within like the first week, like remember Rebenga?
Yeah.
They got him, dog.
It's like they got him, dog.
Venga.
I don't know.
For the free, you fuck.
You have to be like a real high-profile motherfucker to like not really get fucked with. But even then, nobody's untouchable in that place. They fucking own you, bro.
Well, even that one white boy that shot the church up fool, they fucking caught that fool in the hallway. I seen a video of that shit recently. They caught him in the hallway, dog, and they fucked that fool up where like the guards were scared to go in. So they were just like sticking their arm out for his hand, dog, like a action movie, and yanking him in. And while he's getting yanked to the fucking safety side, they're just fucking this fool up.
Damn.
They got that fool.
Hey, that's fucking justice right there, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened? You're not smoking no Bzzt wood?
My fucking nose is on the Bzzt wood.
He's like, fucking A, dog. Fucking Eddie, man. Hey, man, what is it? We got a couple minutes before we get into the fucking interview. You know, on the other fucking thing, on the other note, where it said like people doing stupid shit, and this is Shiki predicted this shit a long fucking time ago,
What
dog.
did I predict?
That you said that all these motherfuckers that are making all these fucking videos and rap videos, doing all this dumb shit, fucking,
Did I don't remember.
posting up stolen cars and fucking posting up fucking stolen guns and shit. Apparently, they started with fucking Meek Mill again. They tried to get him on some old videos and shit, and then the whole thing that let out was that they're analyzing all these rappers now. They're going out there, so they have the authority to charge these fools based on videos now, like and music.
Man, that's
shit.
crazy, dog.
So I'm like, man, fools out there fucking showing all this fucking drugs and shit. They're about to
Yeah, that's kind of stupid to begin with when fools be showing guns and drugs. I mean, that's your thing, dog,
But to publicize it, dog?
yeah, that's like, for me, you're telling on yourself, one. That's like when like, you ever see a fool get mad at his girl when they break up? Like, yeah, that's why I fuck so-and-so, blah, 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 snap behind your back.
Like, you're burning.
Like, why are you telling on yourself, dog? Like, you can still get some head on the side from this chick if you end this cool. You know, like, you're telling on yourself, bro.
For real, man. It's a scandalous world, dog. It'd be fucking correcting.
No, you know what started it, though? I think that the whole Jackass movement started this shit, dog.
What, doing anything for clout?
Yeah, that's true. Because fools are sending in videos to MTV and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I could do this stupid shit too.
Jackass started all this shit where, like, all right, I can do something with my camera and I can be rich and famous because these fucking dumb fucks are fucking themselves up and people love it.
Yeah, people do love when you do some dumb shit, bro. They just like they thrive off that shit, dog.
Even back, they had bum fights back then, remember?
Bum
I
fights.
know. I kind of do want them to bring that back.
It could even go back to fucking Girls Gone Wild. That was probably like another first one too. Bitches showing titties on camera, like, oh, okay, I can do that too.
Hey, is anybody gonna go watch that fucking Tarantino movie this weekend?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
we'll check it out.
Hey, I heard that shit is fucking 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
That's probably like not even the director's cut either.
I mean, you know, here's my thing is, look, man, like when you go watch a movie that's that long, and you know, and you're sitting in a movie theater for that, like I can't
do it.
I can't do it like I have to know when to take a piss or like, cause I'm gonna be drinking throughout the whole time. I usually take a little bottle of Hennessy in
Piss
there.
in the cup, bro.
I kick it in there, but fucking
Piss in the
5 minutes
popcorn.
of going to take a piss in a movie like that, bro, it could fuck up the whole thing, bro.
What happened? Hey, shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
dog.
hey,
That's what happened.
Shut the fuck up,
Hey, you in
Tarantino
there?
fucking is the man. You know what I mean?
You gotta enjoy that at home. You know what I'm saying?
They need to build fucking bathrooms inside the movie theater that you're in with screens in that bitch so you don't miss anything while you're taking a piss.
Oh, like at comedy shows, like
Or like at sporting events, there's like screens all over the fucking
What,
place.
in the bathrooms?
Everywhere.
yeah, like I
That
forgot.
If
is
you're out
true.
there to buy a beer or whatever, there's a fucking screen. You go watch the game.
But how the
right?
fuck are you gonna have 6 different fucking shows going in the fucking stall? Be like, hey,
No, I'm saying
Fools won't even buy tickets no more.
build
Dog. Like,
bathrooms
dog.
inside the fucking
hey,
screen.
can I look at your dick
inside the
to-
screening, not like outside of it.
Imagine though, like fools won't buy tickets for them. Hey, dog, can I look at your dick to watch any of this movie real quick while you're pissing? Imagine that shit, dog.
or like, what about
No homo.
what about what Eddie goes into the bathroom? He's like, hey man, I gotta go ahead and take a quick break. He goes into the stall for the movie, and this fool's like, hey, you know what? I can do coke here. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
not
gonna
coming
stay
back.
here for like 20 minutes and just wait to go back.
I'm gonna
Hey,
tell-
but I heard that Tarantino's last movie, like if I'm not mistaken, had an intermission.
The Hateful Eight did.
Yeah, that shit was like 3.5 hours long.
And that's just the theater cut.
Can you
where
do a movie that long?
Oh yeah, the director cuts like
No, I'm saying,
fucking
could you?
4 hours.
Like, are you down with that? Like, or where do you draw the line?
Nah, I tried to watch that movie and I couldn't just because it was
You gotta
way too
watch it in
fucking
parts,
long,
huh?
bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Eddie?
I watched that shit. Actually, I sound crazy, but I watched that shit like probably 4 different times,
Like
5
straight through
maybe
it?
more. One straight through it, and then the rest of the times like off and on.
It has to be like a certain kind of move. Like even then, bro. Like if I'm interested in it, like I usually go watch them around at night, so I just can't be like, unless I'm fucking just like powered up.
Like the last time I watched Hateful Eight was I had work. I put that shit on twice, dog. And
yeah, those kind of movies.
It was time to go. Like, oh,
those
shit,
kind of movies,
go,
you gotta watch them, bro. Like you gotta watch them again and just get them on DVD or whenever they fucking come out and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they said. That Avengers movie's like 3 hours long too, right?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't do none of those fucking superhero movies unless they came out on DVD and then they already made. How many Spider-Mans are gonna be, bro? You know what I'm saying?
What they gotta do is, dog. What they gotta do is stop. Fuck this movie theater shit. If I want to watch this shit at home, I can watch shit at home right now.
They have that now, bro.
Oh yeah.
On the
Damn,
Vudu app, I be fucking with the Vudu app instead of Netflix sometimes. And some of the movies, once they're down for 2 weeks, once they're out for 2 weeks, and like, or even a week, and they're not really that doing like, you know, they don't have high expectations.
Yeah.
You can fucking pay theater price and just watch it at home.
I'm down with
that.
You
don't
own
it,
dog.
but you watch it.
You get to watch it.
You
You get 12 hours to watch it and shit.
Yeah, you get like that much. Like it's like getting a fucking Redbox movie. Hey, but also we're gonna go ahead and take a quick little break. Get something to drink, get some more Hennessy in my cup, and we're gonna come back with our special guest. And this is you're gonna get a little insight of what to expect this time if you're gonna be going to Canada. And see, man, he's gonna speak for himself, man. This guy's a bit crazy, man, but he's a one of a kind character. He's a funny ass, dark humored motherfucker. You know what I mean? The evil jester is up next. Fucking Jason Rouse. We'll be right back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same show. Hit that share button. Go ahead and re-up. We'll be right back.
BeReal.tv.
We're back here on the We Don't Smoke the
back.
Same show here on BeReal TV. And
Hey, everybody.
Welcome our special guest of the night. This is a crazy motherfucker I know, Jason Rouse, man.
You guys. You know, hey, thank you. Thank you in the back. Thank you very much.
Hey, dog. If the devil jacked off and flushed you down the toilet, this is what comes out right here.
And like an alligator got impregnated.
Yeah, dog.
An alligator from hell.
I'm what happens when you flush a stillborn down the toilet. You know,
Yeah,
slide into one of those, you know.
Like, remember when Manson was stabbing all the pregnant girls? He's one of the kids that was like, they saved.
He did it to kill them. I do it to keep an erection.
Jason was like, yo, man, he's like, I was the original shit face. You remember?
This is shit whiskers. Did you see that picture?
I seen
Yes,
it. She
we-
looks beautiful as always.
I feel like that's one of your favorite fucking pictures,
Mr.
Jason. Like he
Shit
sends that
Whisker,
shit to like, you know, I feel like if Jason sends you that picture of that girl with the shit all over her face,
He sends it
Jason considers you a friend if he sends you
No,
that.
yeah. He says
See,
it.
I think it's culturally, it's so off your radar. I don't think I might be your only friend that sends you, you know, girls from Eastern European descent in the late 70s with ginger hair and racquetball glasses with shit smeared and the yellow, the summer, the Indian corn teeth.
Oh my God.
It
Look,
is haunting.
I'm not gonna lie, dog. Sometimes I'm having a real bad day, and like everything's getting to me, and I'll see a text come in from Jason Rouse, and I open it, and I'm like, oh, I feel better now. Someone else went through something way worse than what I'm going through.
I can make it worse. That's what I tell my audience at the end of every show.
it could have been
Everything
a lot
after
worse.
this is gonna be, you're gonna be a hero in your life.
Yo, there's some people in the chat room. They're like, 'cause we have a lot of viewers from like Canada, and you have a big following out there. Are you originally from there?
I'm originally from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and I started my comedy career in Vancouver, Canada. Either one end of the country or the other.
How long
pretty
ago
much.
was that?
It's coming up on 25 years.
Damn,
In
dog.
June 26, I did it 25 years ago.
That's a
And
long career, dude.
With a very 420 friendly celebrity, Seth Rogen was doing open mics in Vancouver at that time. He went off to make movies, and I'm smoking weed with
us.
ex-cons.
Right?
Touche, young Jedi.
I was confused as fuck when I saw him on the with the Coffee with Comics with Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this isn't supposed to be strictly around comedians, and then they showed a lot of footage from him doing stand up.
Yeah,
I
he started.
have that videotape, that set they show in
Yeah.
there. That I was part of a showcase, and Seth was in that showcase. So I have the full like hour and a half show of my first performance. Seth had been doing comedy, I think maybe almost a year before me at like 16. So
Yeah,
he went off to make those movies.
How young were you when you?
I was 25. I moved to Vancouver when I was 22, and then I was going thinking music, comedy. You know, I didn't want to work in a fucking steel mill and become a cliche Bon Jovi song. I wanted to get out into the world, and Vancouver was known as like Hollywood North.
That's the Canada, the Hollywood.
Yeah, that's
The
on
Hollywood
the
of
West
Canada.
Coast. You know, you'll make it there, and a lot of the architecture and the vibe is very Hollywood, very L.A. Vancouver mimics L.A. New York kind of mimics Toronto. So you see a lot of parallels there. Anyway, that's where the industry was at that time. So, you know, being in a working class home, there was no like Martin Short was from my hometown. That's what I knew. And Jim Carrey had grown up 20 minutes maybe from the city I grew up in.
God damn.
So there was John Candy, you know, even Dan Aykroyd, Mike Myers. There was already some seeds of like something's in the water around here. Maybe I can kind of develop that at the other end of the country in secret, and then come back and systematically claw my way through Canadian show business and make my way to Hollywood for reals. I live in Hollywood. It's fucking weird. I was thinking
yeah,
about
dog.
this
Yeah,
today.
you're not too far from.
We've been partying since you moved down here.
And
I've seen the weird shit you see too.
has your humor always been like, you know, since the start? Has it always been like very dark humor?
Jace is
There's
crazy,
a
dog.
clip online, early 2000s. I did a 1 hour stand-up special. Actually, my new stand-up special, my first hour, and since 2000. No, there was this audio CD version of it something 8 years ago. But anyway, early 2000, I did this special and won like an Emmy Award, a Canadian Emmy edition.
Damn,
It was
dude.
like it's called the Gemini Award, which enabled me to get a green card. I am a refugee from free healthcare. So, but when I started going to Europe, and when I mentioned earlier I was interested in music and comedy, when I got to Europe, the music thing, the elements that I'd enjoyed about comedy, the Kinnisons and the Dice and this fucking rock epic performances, was kind of absent from the comedy scene. But I knew that the rock people would pick up on this kind of style of stuff that I'd kind of been kind of coaxed out of to try and play nice and be on TV and so on.
You've
So,
been on
sure.
magazines that I've seen magazine covers, and like they have a very like every time they describe you,
Tell
it's,
this fool
it's,
smoke weed
fetish.
with Dr.
I'm a
Dre, dog.
fetish.
he's like you're the fetish comic.
Danish people want me to pee on them.
Nice, dog. They
you
don't
know-
ask for autograph. They ask for otter piss.
Yeah, I give them right from the tap from Daddy's dirty brain.
Do you spell your name on them with your piss?
Oh yeah.
Like
Actually,
on their
it doesn't
eyes?
show up in my piss because it runs clear, but there's enough blood in it I can actually outline it. So I like to give my nuts a little twist to get the getty up.
How do you get your piss so bloody?
I like a lot of Neapolitan ice cream, so it goes brown, red, white. And then I get a little paralysis right here. We make out with dead cats. We make out with dead cats. Anyway, try some of the edibles. They're great.
Now, see, that's the kind of shit that we're talking about. Like when you
dog.
go see Jason on the show, it's you really don't know what to expect. And I mean, you being 25 years into it, I imagine like you've gotten some crazy fucking reactions from the audience. What's some of the most memorable ones that you're like, fuck, like you know what I mean? Like
A lady tried to hit me with a shoe. When a lady gets like grabs a weapon off
older
her own
lady?
body and starts coming at you, like they had these things when I lived in England. They have these hen nights. So a lot of these women would come out in groups with a bride. What do you call them? Like bridesmaid party? What would they be in?
Oh, yeah.
All the girls go out before she gets married.
Bachelorette party.
Bachelorette party. They call them hen nights. So the hen nights come up, but they're British chicks, so they get fucked up. And they're usually 10 to 20 deep. I don't know if you've seen 10 fucked up English chicks, but it's like baby elephants.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but they've all got tusks.
They all
And they
look-
smell like fish and chips, and they shit outside the bar, and they make eye contact. So you're dealing with a different beast. So anyway, they continuously had been disruptive during the show, and I told
like heckling disruptive or
yeah,
how?
just talking, and they once I addressed anything that was remotely that they could interject in it. It was fucking hot. I remember they had a huge fan and people were sweating. It was in a basement of a nightclub in Liverpool, and they were hostile. Oh fuck!
And what made them snap? Like, what'd you say to them?
I told them to pack up their cunts and get the fuck out. If they didn't shut the fuck up. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Like there's this live show, and she wouldn't.
That's it. That's how you told them?
Yeah, I panicked. I told you I was scared. I scared. I panicked, man. I panicked.
Did the shoe hit you?
I didn't want to get bit and get bad teeth or something.
Hello, Governor. Come over here, love, and have some shit in me pussy to make it lovely.
Anyway, it didn't go well. We broke up, and there was no wedding.
We broke up.
So you said the shoe
Oh,
fly.
the lady spit on me again in the Liverpool. I remember that. I had some
She
of my
spit on
best
you?
nights. Yeah, she like a gypsy, like a cursed,
Oh,
fucking
wow.
evil medieval shit.
Damn. That's technically fucking assault, man.
Yeah, death threats. I had a kid actually. This is pretty insane. I've been getting, I get letters occasionally from people, and this kid had been sending me letters that were, once a week. Then it became, a couple times a week. Then it was every day, and anything more than a paragraph in any message form to me, there better be a fucking picture at the bottom, or you can go fuck yourself. What are we doing? Call me if I don't have you blocked, but don't send me your fucking suicide letter in long form. Get to the this part, the video, with the NXS shirt on, with the belt around your neck. The good part, the part where we both come.
You know what's the people in the chat room too, man. Like,
Are we live?
yeah, we're live. So I'm
Shoot the shit out of
Just
it.
talking.
I'm watching these fucking comments come in as and there's people that
It's
know.
called the last day of work for everybody.
Right? Even the car.
So he like there's people commenting on here and they're just like, oh hell yeah, Jason's on. We like the crazy ones. And then somebody's like, he's not that crazy. And after they heard you make the cat noise, they were like, oh shit, you're right.
Hey,
You
dog.
gotta I keep my nails long so they can feel it.
What's been the most welcoming demographic you've done? Like, because you've been everywhere, bro. You've done Europe. You've done, like places in the U.S. Like,
Denmark.
like they get
And
it.
Iceland, the most obscure place that I never even had on a list. But I think I kind of planted some seeds in Scandinavia long enough. It just took them to take form in certain parts of Europe. But, I bombed on a TV show in Russia. But, I've had phenomenal shows in small towns in Finland and everything in between.
You said you bombed on a TV show in Russia.
Too bad.
In front of Putin, dog?
It's like whenever I ask you guys, because you guys are a lot more experienced in comedy, and I get to soak up a lot of game, and I don't know what bombing is like, you know what I'm saying? So it's, but when you said,
Hey, dog, if you ever do a lot of coke and you're with
It's
the
because
fine,
nobody's there to watch.
And your grandmother at the same table.
yeah, if you do a lot of coke and you're with the fine girl and your dick's not getting hard at all, that's off of like
what
you're
made
bombing.
it so bad that you're like, I had to say that I bombed on that show, like, where they just like, get out.
Yeah, sometimes in certain situations, you got to kind of like, hey, man, bring the car around. I think we're going to have to leave as soon as we're done.
While you're on
These kind of
stage?
shows, the police come. Like, I've had the police at the show. Like, I've had the cops.
The police?
I've had the police call me. I hung up on the cops twice. They called my room. I thought it was a friend playing a joke. I played a Vancouver club, and Vancouver's the notoriously hypersensitive part of the country, especially for comedy. A comedian there got in some sort of altercation with some lesbians that happened to be at a show, and it turned into a whole thing. Anyway, he ended up getting sued for a large sum of money.
Fuck.
And I am sure it was, I wasn't there, so I don't really give a shit.
You got to do lesbian night.
But I mean, can
They're
they
very
charge you
serious.
for like if you're going out there, and you're doing comedy, it's like,
Dude, what I do is illegal. I'm illegal. Oh, technically, I break the law. My friend, a French-Canadian comedian, Mike Ward, made fun of a disabled young man in a TV special that was 7 years old. They dug up this old TV special. They got a lawsuit against him, and they've got him for over $150,000 for a joke that he made about him meeting the Pope and going on to live more or less out his kind of welcome mat. Once you get to meet the Pope, you gotta do a wrap up. There's got to be an end.
So they pretty much meet like they kind of.
They've sued him for
Hey, that's some Me. That's almost like some Me Too shit, but with comedy. I didn't know you could get Me Too in comedy like that. I
And
mean, besides
my
Louis C.K. shit, but you know.
mentor and friend said to me, he goes, freedom of speech, that's an American thing. Canada doesn't have.
They don't play
freedom
that
of
shit?
speech. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Damn,
You fools
man.
don't got
Don't
a
have
Declaration of
freedom speech.
Independence?
I was crushed. I've been relatively patriotic.
Then how do you
Up
know
and
what the fuck not to say?
Well, we're gonna find out September, October.
Hell
We're
yeah,
gonna fuck
dog.
some shit up.
They're gonna arrest me
Bring
for
bail
sure,
money.
dog.
It's gonna be. We're coming hot actually, because it's Toronto Film Festival the first week of September.
Okay, but isn't but I would imagine is Toronto like more of the liberal part of Canada? Because they have a film festival, they have a weed festival, 420 friendly hotels.
It's the more rounded part. If Vancouver likes to pride themselves with this kind of like forward-thinking kind of IKEA, Apple Store, Genius Bar, yoga mat, horseshit, but they don't really. It's almost too defined. The lines are really drawn. Like you'll see obscene poverty and heroin, and then mega rich. Like they have these very clear, segregated.
It's like San
ideas.
Francisco then.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, definitely. Especially with the heroin.
That's how it
aspect of
is here in LA too.
Damn, that's man. I did not know.
Toronto's like New York. It's more mixed. It's more of a business bottom line type of place, and Toronto's great.
There's
man.
some people from in the chat room saying they're from Vancouver, and they're like, and the comment they're saying this is why we never fight whenever there's a camera out, because like. Then you know what?
Celebrities go there all the time.
It
'cause
is-
No one gives a fuck.
it
Well,
is
they care,
fucking true.
But they're like respect.
Yeah, it is.
Except
fucking
when
true.
they lose in
Come,
hockey,
these
then
kids
fuck
have a
everything.
dinner. We're not gonna bother them.
You never
We can't
see
do
the
that
videos
here.
come from Canada, bro. Like you never see like fights of like it's like, hey man, these two fools got down in Canada. 'Cause
Look
they
up
know-
look
I
up
didn't know
hockey
you could be
riots,
charged. Now that you
motherfucker.
explain it, like I gotta go out there with my best behavior and shit.
Oh, you'll be fine. I'm gonna bring out some fucking werewolves.
Hell yeah, dog. Nah, you can't go on YouTube. You know, you watch like girl fights. There's no girl fights in Canada.
You follow the hip hop scene pretty closely. Do you know what's happened to that rapper in Sweden? He's in jail.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
dog.
what is it? ASAP Rocky.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I saw the tape.
Who goes out in Sweden with a giant black dude as one security guard and an entourage and a fucking. That Swedish people are. I don't know what's going on over there. Their economy's gone for quite a shit, and
They're like
I don't
extorting
know,
him for
man.
money and
There's,
shit.
there's a lot of political. I don't follow it closely enough, but the vibe is different.
Yeah.
Denmark doesn't give a fuck. Denmark is Eddie.
Right? If I was a
Denny's-
fucking.
Is that what the crowd is
Denmark's
like?
Eddie with an accent.
Hey,
Denmark is Eddie with
ton
an
of stuff
accent.
today.
What's a
Mike?
Denmark accent like?
Oh, it's like a mouthful of trucker common marbles all at the same time. And it's not a good one. But their English is solid. There's not really too much. But when you hear them speak Danish, you're like, wow, that's a whole, what is going on in there? There's no, like Sweden, Norwegian, I can kind of pull a couple words and build a little bit of a sentence and, okay, I get the gist of what they're talking about.
Is Denmark your favorite place to go?
One of my favorite places, for sure.
What's the best part about it? I mean, I know you say like the whores.
No, it's not even whores. It's just everyone's fucking and doing drugs.
That's it.
I don't know what that is. Is that whoring? And
That's
is
called.
that whoring?
Is that like Vegas?
That's called
no holds
Sunday
barred?
morning,
Sounds like
Jason.
the 60s.
You know,
That's called.
like I said, they're like Eddie with an accent.
Hell yeah.
No, it's just the vibe. People look good. They got a good scene. They got people invest in the art. The city's kind of crazy, a little fucked up, but a little angelic and medieval. It's got a dark scene. I went to this ghetto part of Denmark, actually.
Like define why was it ghetto? I want to know like what made you say it was ghetto?
Well, like I said, my manager's Danish, so I couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying. But it was an area of we'll call it drugs and prostitution. This is
Oh,
first of
yeah.
all, I message him the last day I'm in town. I tell him, this girl wants to take me on a date. He goes, where? And I go, in this area, blah, blah, blah. He goes, no, you're not going there on a fucking date by yourself. I'm coming with. So now I'm with my business partner and this girl I just met at a sex club, and they're speaking Danish, and I'm like, I've seen the movie Hostel. I'm gonna do a fucking.
That movie
bulldog
discouraged
tattoo.
me, dude.
It does fuck up your
Yeah,
travel a little bit
yeah.
because people are fucking crazy. And when you're in a country where they're cutting people's heads off with machetes and throwing babies in the rivers, and you're a little drunk, all of a sudden you wake up in a bathtub, and someone's carved a pussy in the back of your neck and fucked your teeth out of your mouth. You know? And that is a bad day on tour. Let me tell you.
See, that shit made me like not want to turn up his mic if you can, please, Raz.
Sorry, I'm probably all over the place.
People are really going in right now. They're like, we have a lot of Canada in the house watching this. Like Canadians over here.
Great. I'm such a, and you were talking about traveling. My Canadian passport paid itself 10 times fold. Just out of coincidence of my parents fucking in a place on the planet where, a pretty decent standard of living according to the global standard. That's for sure. I've been to some countries where it's fucking like.
That's fucking scary, man. The fact that he's, just imagine that Sheik. He's like, yo, he's gone out to Europe. He's like, nah, I don't know, man. I'm not like I wouldn't get fucked up in Denmark now. Like, I wouldn't be like, hey, man, like, nah, just give me some water. It's cool.
No, you'd be fine. But you guys can carry a conversation, and you got enough street. That's the thing. I had a street smart coming out of my hometown.
If the coke is cut in Canada, I'm not going to be able to talk.
Listen to me. You bring your bail money like we discussed.
Yeah, that's it.
Very cool.
Put it in my sock.
And you're not going to die in Canada. They will not let you die in Canada.
Hell yeah.
Healthcare, dog.
I'm gonna
Free.
I'm gonna
Free
put him.
healthcare, dog.
Isn't that crazy? Wouldn't it be? If somebody walked into a room
Hey, feel
right
free
now
to
and said,
spark
"You got
one of those
free
up too,
healthcare,"
man.
I'm gonna put him to the
Yeah.
test,
Yeah,
dog.
I was
When
like,
I'm
grab
out
a
there.
Bzzt, fucking spark.
I had a couple popcorn earlier, and whatever strain I dipped into there, I am on a verbal diaper throw. I don't really talk this much. I was crying over there.
Jason's a fucking asshole, bro. He tells me on the way over here, he says, hey, man, on my hike, I got bit by a snake. And I've
You got
thrown
bit
up.
by a snake, fool?
He says, I've thrown up twice already. He's like, if the Uber says it's going to kick me out if I throw up one more time. And I went to tell George, I was like, hey, fool, he says he got bit by a snake.
I hadn't been out all day. I need to talk to somebody.
He probably thought you were strung out
Hey,
on heroin.
man, George was like, I got to get out of here, man. I ain't trying to see Jason die. Eh? He's like, I'm out of here, eh?
Yeah.
You got bit by a snake, fool?
No,
What
no,
kind-
no.
It was all right. So like very much like how when I go to a weed event and I'll do certain things. People like sometimes your fans will bring you a certain gift or something like that. I seen that happen to a lot of comedians. What's the best gift somebody's brought you, bro? Because I imagine what do they bring you? Like here's a voodoo doll. Here's a
Dead
used
rat.
tampon.
Dead rat.
Shut up!
A dead
Nobody
rat.
brought you a fucking
A
dead rat, dude.
This
Oh.
ties into the story I was talking to earlier where people send me messages. So the letters started to get more frequent. And he says, I can see that you're coming to Hamilton. I'm going to shoot you when you're on stage. So I get to the club, and there's a kid that's already sitting there by himself. And I asked him, because he had
Like
his
just
name.
willing it.
Pardon me?
Just willing it. Like
Just willing it?
Yeah, I said the kid was just willing it. You know how Will will show up and he'll be just by himself.
Oh, Will?
Totally. A little close. Especially anybody comes to my show by themselves early.
Yeah.
That is a red fucking flag.
Damn.
Get your shit together. You need to call your father before you buy a ticket to that fucking gig.
Yeah, I'm showing up over there. I'm gonna be like, hey, what is it? We're showing up with Eddie. We're checking the fucking crowd first. Be like, hey, who did you come here with?
Right? Hey, what's up,
Dude,
dog?
it's
You here to
happening.
blast
That's your
this
girl?
fool?
Fucking kiss her, eh?
Scaring people to come out to live stuff. Nobody I really know, but it's a weird
Dog, I'll fucking do 15 minutes of just say, shoot me! 15 minutes straight. Do it!
Shoot me.
Starts crying, throws down the gun.
Shoot
Hey, you're,
Eddie broke him.
hey, so when like the people that show up at your shows, what is it like? It's like 90% steampunk. Like you know what I mean? Like I imagine they're just all into like no steampunk. Like are they all just blacked out like you?
No, you'll see that peppered in. See, those people come to watch the people who've never seen it before. So the first time most of the time they come to see shit online, and then they'll come to go, oh fuck, we know what this guy's all about. We're gonna watch the audience because people, it's like clubbing seals. You'll see the room split, man. Like fucking team there. They divide very quickly, and the people that are on the inside are like, oh shit, that guy, her, they're fucked. They're gonna walk out. It's great.
A lot of divorces that night.
Do you
No,
talk?
it's pretty mixed. It varies from country to country. You know, some places are a little more conservative, people a little more closeted about liking this kind of stuff.
You and Eddie and George have been on the same like roster and shit, or the lineup, right? For comedy
It's
shows.
too
And
much chocolate cake.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen it before.
One of us ends up in jail normally.
Now I wonder because the crowd that goes sees George and goes sees Eddie, it's very majority.
Somebody's got to get famous.
It's
So
very.
we can go on the road and just fucking
Yeah.
blow.
No, they love Jason.
It's
Even all
I remember that one time we saw it in the show where Martin was in the lineup, and I remember you go up there, and this is like the oldies crowd, the old Latino crowd, right?
Yeah.
And he starts going up there with the fucking the dead baby jokes and shit, and you see the older OGs like just they're like, oh,
no,
So that's when I'm slacking though, because usually it either goes very well or mediocre. And if it's a mediocre on that show, I have more to prove on
You did
those
good at
kind of
Levity.
shows.
Levity, I got a lot of DMs saying, "Hey, Jason
Yeah.
killed it."
When I have my shit together and I'm but these guys, it's like traveling around with a fucking jazz band. You know, I almost had a panic attack coming over here. He said Eddie's here.
everybody's here. We're gonna be at the fucking store later, dog.
Hell
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
dog.
We're heading out there to the fucking Mecca afterwards and shit. We gotta close up by DJ C minus. And all right, so now in Canada, since you're from there, like I gotta ask you, like, are you the first one in your family to fucking just be like, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking do comedy? Like, what the fuck does your family do, bro? Like, I'm saying, like, is your pops like be like, oh, hey, I'm proud of you, son, you're a comedian? Like, I wonder because your content, bro. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck?
I was raised by like other kids with single parents, you know, like when I saw the movie Kids, I was like, that's how we grew up. We're
Yeah.
all skaters. We terrorized that city, you know. That's part of the reason I left in '93 is things had changed in the whole
things don't
mojo.
change.
So I'd moved to the other end of the country, and but my friends, all that jackass shit, and you know, all we were doing. I have actually been digitizing some old beta tapes. So I have videotape of us doing sketches in '87 on beta. Anyway, yeah, and just like I said, that over the top, just late night bar, dirty jokes. You know, I loved Red Fox. I loved like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
You know, these guys
Yep.
that were really, really.
What's your favorite Dangerfield movie?
Killers, dog.
Well, head of the class, just because Sam Kinnison's speech in the cameo part when he's yelling at the other him about being a nom.
I right off the bat like Caddyshack, like everybody else. But my favorite movie that I saw him in when I was like a kid.
Ladybug.
No, it was and he didn't have that. He did have a big role, but not like crazy. It was Little Nicky, where he was Satan's dad.
Oh, he's on his way out right there.
And you remember he was like, even in
Oh, and
hell, I
that
get no.
Tarantino movie where he's making out with his daughter.
No, that's fucking. That's Oliver Stone.
What is that?
Natural Born Killers.
That was fucking.
Remember that shit?
weird.
He was a pervert dad in that movie,
Yes.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Holy shit! All doe-eyed.
Yeah.
Holy.
He
fuck,
played it too
Rodney.
good.
Look dirty.
Hey, Shiki,
What's
how
up?
many edibles did you fucking eat, dog? This is quieter than
I'm
you.
almost 2 bags in.
Yo, he's high, dog.
You know what? It's like, I feel like.
Plus the edibles I fucking ate before I got to work.
Yeah, we've been going in with a bunch of the edibles. We'll bring them up. Oh, there you go. We got some dabs. You can give them to Shiki. No, you don't have to do them. We're gonna do them after, and we're gonna talk about an event. Okay. Thank you. Shout out to Burning Bush this Saturday. Once we're done with the interview, what is it?
Hey, dog.
We'll talk about the event that's gonna be going down this Saturday. I will have a booth, and hopefully the rest of the wolf pack
boy.
will show up. Oh shit!
For the Dodgers, dog?
There
dog.
it is. Yeah, this is how it is.
Hey, before I don't know how much longer you have him on here, but before he gets out, I need an extended dead cat, dog.
We'll close out.
An extended
I
dead
need an
cat.
extended one, dog, like the real one, Jason.
I'll do a full out. dry nails.
People fucking freaked out when you make that noise. They were like, "This guy is." No, the top comment was, "Is this guy on acid or what?"
I'm actually very balanced.
People, yeah, you know what? People would think that you're out there. Let me tell you something. Jason doesn't drink. Number one, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't drink. So like every time we're out there, he's probably the most sober one out of all of us. It
sounds way better than quit fucking fat chicks. You just say I quit drinking. It's the same.
He said you quit fucking fat chicks.
I'm still fucking fat chicks.
Hey, bro, I sweat my shit out.
Fat chicks every night.
Hey, no, but you know what?
Still drinking.
You know what's another thing though? He'll be up there with us till like 3 a.m. though. But you know how like I didn't know that he would go out on the hikes, right? Because everybody be like, how the fuck do you do it? I'm like, hey, there's still some residue left when I wake up, so I just gotta run it out. But I was like, you're up too, bro. Like you'll leave at like 3 a.m. and you're just up hiking in the fucking mountains, bro. You're pretty well balanced with this shit, man.
Is that what you call them, hikes?
It's good though, man. Like,
he's throwing bodies on the hill.
I go up there. I got a shallow grave, and the girl breathes through a straw. So I squat over the straw with my taint and smother her while I beat off into a dead squirrel's hole. Are we live?
Yeah.
We live?
Hey, there's this girl named Bet Aim. I'm pretty sure she's gonna DM you to follow him on his page.
You know what? Never had a DM from a girl.
You were saying,
Never.
look, Jason said this shit, and I cracked up
I get
at the
blocked.
comedy store. He said,
I get blocked.
he said, I'll go out here on a fucking hike and I'll do a show. And I was like, I can't get a girl to fucking, talk to me, but they'll spit in my mouth. I was like, but I go to fucking Canada and fucking Europe and this game on.
I'm Canadian. We love beaver. I thought that was actually a bottle of maple syrup. I almost started to tear up. But it's whiskey? Oh, no, it's Hennessy. That's what a bottle of maple... When we were go on school trips, we get little bottles of maple syrup like that.
Oh, we're gonna do a high and hungry run out there, man. It's confirmed already.
Did you go fishing?
Would I go fishing?
Yeah.
I've never been.
You've never been fishing?
I've never been fishing.
Because I'm going to take
What do you do, ice fishing?
No. We're going to go out on a boat and fish for, like, Canadian, like... Bob and Doug McKenzie shit.
She's all we gotta find her.
Like where you might get bit by mosquitoes and you're gonna eat like.
I feel like my blood will fuck up the mosquito more.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
The mosquito.
Get that Canadian blood in me, dog.
It's gonna be like a medicated spicy mix.
I don't even know who's this way. Eddie, take it.
Man, this is.
Look, the only blood I want is from a Canadian fucking vagina.
Oh, you fuck. What is it? He's talking about getting some fucking Canadian Red Wings.
Hell yeah, dog.
I think Eddie's gonna get a one-way ticket and ain't gonna come back.
It's gonna be like at the end of a movie and shit. Like, you know what, dog? I'll go back soon, but I just can't right now.
I'm excited because they haven't seen like.
We're like unicorns going out there with you, huh?
Yeah, with me, people are gonna double take like crazy.
Canada's just gonna show love to us. Like this country's trying to kick us out and shit.
Like we've never seen them. We've never seen them with anyone during the day.
Hey, for real,
we're gonna do some.
We're gonna walk over there, and Canada's gonna be very welcoming to us. He's like, meanwhile, once we cross the border, like our border's gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Like, just can't wait to get rid of us.
No, but you guys are kind of polite.
Yeah,
At
we're
the same
smooth.
time,
we know how to act,
I think
man.
you're gonna be no. But not only that, but you're gonna be actually matched by like pretty Caucasian people that are
Hell yeah.
like they're just
White
kind of courteous
bitches.
and like it's like you're on the.
Does
level.
everybody really say A?
Yeah, man. We do it.
So pass the
it
blood, eh?
first.
You do it first, but we say it afterwards. Be like, hey, what's up? What's going on, homie?
You're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
It's a total flip, but it has the
Yeah.
same punctuation. It's just flipped. You're gonna look at it as like, are they making fun of us? But it's our thing.
I would kind of just keep it going, see how many A's I could get. Be like, hey, homie. Like, you know, just.
I'll introduce some guys from like Newfoundland, and you'll be like, he's not even fucking speaking English.
Hey, there's some motherfuckers out there that he knows, bro. Like, you see Mortal Kombat, the movie? The old one?
The first one? Yeah.
Yeah, the old one. You remember when Goro came out?
Yeah.
That's Jason's homie.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally his fucking homie out there, man. Like,
Big Robbie.
Yeah,
I sent him the we don't smoke the same way. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it right.
We don't smoke the same.
That fool fucking.
My buddy's like 6'6", like 370 pounds of muscle. And he's also, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, I haven't given out his name, but he smokes weed. And to see a giant man with a giant joint, it's like...
Just picture Goro. If you saw Mortal Kombat, like, that was him. So, like, imagine if, like, that fool... Did you see that movie, Shiki?
Which one?
Everyone's open
The
up now. All
old one
athletes
with Van
and
Damme.
shit.
The what?
athletes or
The one with Van Damme, the Mortal Kombat one, the original one. With the
Oh
real-
yeah, I watched that shit.
That Goro, that's his boy from Canada. So I'm like, just picture Goro smoking the joint. That's a big ass motherfucker. Just like
I'll
Eddie,
fucking-
man, if we have to smuggle you over there, we're gonna do it, dog.
Nah,
we're not
gonna
gonna,
do it.
we're not
I'm
gonna
gonna
do this
fucking bone
run.
a chick that looks like
I've been working
Goro.
on material. God damn it, the fuck. I was like, you ain't missing out, Eddie.
Nah, we're in, dog.
I thought he was gonna kill me when he met me.
Who, Eddie? Oh, the Goro.
Dude, so we're there's a lady that keeps talking to her friend in front of the stage, and I'm like, "What's up? Like, you keep interrupting the show." She goes, "I'm deaf. I can't read your lips.
What do you think
You
to
keep
me?
turning your head." and I bring her on stage, and she not only reads my lips, but she does signs, and I'm making her sign all this horrific.
Oh
Just
shit, the
piss
translator.
whiskers, this, and she's trying to dry heave during the whole show. We're dying. It turns out to be a thing, and then at the end of the show, this giant human being extends this fucking elephant trunk, and she just goes, "Hey, thanks for not making fun of my mother." And I almost fucking shit my pants. And, anyway, we became friends, and he's had quite a career in just all the sci-fi shit, man. I wish I could do some of that stuff, but.
Like go to
I
Comic Con
found
all
out
dressed up.
Last year, I don't know how to act.
What do you? I mean,
I did a horror movie last year, and it was fucking.
oh, I
one of
did
the
see that in your
hardest shit.
IMDb or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. What was that like? A horror movie. That seems like something you would be so perfect at.
I embody and glorify some of that psycho serial killer.
Stalker type shit, right?
Yeah, and but when you have to live in that space on a daily basis, and you're not only that, tired, fatigue, the sleeping's not there. Stand there, do this, do that, do that. There's a lot online, and it becomes a fucking. It's very, very raw, and it's hard to do.
What made you say about that experience that like, oh shit, this is not me, like this I'm not ready for this.
It wasn't me. It was like I've been reveling in comedy for over 20 years, and it's such a controlling. You're the writer, you're the performer, you're the special effects, you're this, that, the timing. It's all you turn this, pull that lever, and move this kind of the mechanics of it. And where a movie is like, it's a job. It's a job.
What'd you have to do? Did you kill somebody in it?
I killed a bunch of girls.
Like with the fake knives and shit? You're just sitting there, you're just like,
I
fuck
saw
it.
this girl's arm off. I kidnapped an all-girl punk rock band.
Like how many girls in the movie?
There's like 5 girls.
And what'd you have to do? You had to tape all these bitches up? Like, hey, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I had them on chains to the wall, and the one girl throws her food. I don't want to get into it too much, but it's pretty cool. It's fun. It's gonna be out next year. Oh, did you?
Hell yeah, dog.
It's not out yet?
Next year. It'll be at some sort of film festival.
What they do, they just put a GoPro on you, like just go live your normal life.
That's what it is. You know what the fucked up part? There's some truth to that. Is I'm looking at all these YouTube villains and serial killers and kind of building this psychology around this idea of what I'm gonna bring to this thing. And the first day, he's like, whatever you're doing, just do you. Just go with that. You don't have to act like anything. And now I'm like, oh, now I'm just being myself. That's menacing.
Yeah, thanks for fucking ruining my
Yeah.
homework.
I'm out there trying to start a family in the world. One cat fingering at a time. Stay tuned for old Mr. Shit Whiskers.
Hey, people in the chat room said you'd be the first one to die in a horror film, Shiki.
Good.
Yes, I had a fucking
means
epic
you'll be
response for that.
I'll be the first one to come then. As soon as he puts that ice pick in my eye, I'm going to unzip it and let it go off in my hand and go, you did that. And then the serial killer's going to kill himself. Then I'm going to haunt him like Patrick Swayze in Ghost and pull him down. That scene when I pull him down there. fucking scary, man.
Who said you're a bad
I would
actor?
think you being so natural and doing and just being spontaneous like
Yeah,
that, it'd be
dog,
easy
just
for
do
you to just
that,
fucking
dog.
fall
Yeah.
into the, hey, I'm gonna kill this rock band. You know,
Treat him like a dead cat.
we're gonna watch that movie.
I've been haunted by that image.
Really?
Perpetuated.
I know.
Jokingly.
We were high that
Yeah,
day.
he goes, oh yeah, who was with us? That poor kid was.
Roger
his face
Lopez.
just went, what?
He did
I
what?
thought these guys were kind of fun.
I go, yeah,
You think that's weird?
we pull up on Jason. He's making out with a dead cat. We said, in
Jason,
the alley, dog,
What do you got? What do you got
staring at us.
coming up before like, you know, in regards to gigs, like before you know, Canada and shit?
We go, I think I got Laugh Factory this Friday in Hollywood where you can come and watch me bomb at like midnight. Always hilarious. Sit in the balcony and you can see the people underneath you slowly get up and leave. Come on, it might be good. Sometimes I do well. Sometimes I'm so hit and miss in this town. It's like, oh, you were great, or fuck this guy.
And that's when?
This Friday.
That's Friday, and then we go to New Jersey the last week in August, and then start Toronto first week of September.
Canada,
bunch
dog.
of Ontario dates.
Yep.
All the way up, everything from Niagara Falls,
Like,
Burlington.
they lost Kawhi, but they got
Oshawa,
us.
Toronto Film Festival. I think there's some cannabis events. I think there's going to be some sort of Be Real TV appearance on
We'll be there. I'll be
It's
hosting.
gonna
I'll be
be
hosting
sick.
the comedy gigs, and I mean,
and we're going to go out to some underground spots. Hopefully, my buddy Joe Wing's going to come out from maybe St. Catharines with his
hey, I'll be
lowriders.
debuting some material that trip out there. So you know, I was like something you guys don't expect, but I've been working on it. You know, by hanging out with these
Canadians
guys.
are
out
so nice to be like, he showed up. You're already there. You're already there. You came from somewhere else. What do you do? They're very kind.
Yeah.
here. Hey, we can't wait. What about you, Eddie? What do you got going
I haven't
on?
been working on material, but I've been working on aliases and lies so I can tell women in Canada.
This is what you're working on right
That's what
there.
I'm working on, dog.
You don't have any upcoming gigs, Eddie? You want to shout out?
I got to do San Diego with Red Band and George coming up.
These
Chilling
guys
with,
are really busy.
chilling with the homies coming up. New York, I'm going to go out there too with them. Fuck it. Really,
yeah, so
dog?
you go doing the New York one too?
Comedy for me is like pussy right now. They're like, hey, you want to hit it? I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead.
All right. You're just along for the ride. By the way, you guys can follow Jason on Instagram at Jason Rouse 666.
CatchAPredator.com. And
On Megan's
I got
list.
a new show coming out called Daddy's Finger, one at a time. Uncut. The director's cunt. Everybody's cunt. Cunt with a K. Triple cunt. Clickety click.
I can already tell it's gonna be one of those nights today.
I like to thank Bzzt for making everything spidery and jump around.
Right? All these animals in here.
Make sure you check these fucking two guys out, especially fucking this guy over here, the evil fucking jester. And then Sidedick Eddie will be at the Comedy Store later. Sheiky doesn't have shit to say.
No.
He does not. What is it? Shout out to all those people that watched the Good Burger episode for the High and Hungry. It is out now. We're almost at 10K views. And we'll be working on another episode tomorrow. Also, we got to close out by DJ C-. Maybe he does a Yacht Rock mix or some shit. I don't know how he's feeling. Or he does the fucking Trash the Car mix. I don't know what mix he's going to do.
Hey,
but
for
he's,
you guys, hey,
I think he's gone.
nah, he's right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
hey, are you guys fucking beating Sheikadelic, dog? What's going on?
What happened?
Are you guys beating Sheikadelic when no one's here? Because,
We
like,
got a world class.
Nah,
He
he,
said-
he
no,
just
he's-
sucks.
he said no like Caesar on Planet of the Apes. Remember when, like, the guy beat him? He's like, no.
This is part of the reason I came here to see
Yes,
him
I
do
suck,
some
and you'll
live
find
stuff.
out you'll suck at comedy in a few months.
He's like, this isn't fucking baseball. I don't
Right.
care. Yeah, but yeah, make sure you fucking follow C- on Instagram as well, C-Fan4. And what is it? We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with this closeout by DJ C-, and we'll see you guys here next week.
Hopefully I'm in jail next week.
BeReal.tv.